It's crazy when I look back 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, when I was arrested, spent a few months in jail, went to short-term rehab, went to a long-term rehab, and looking back through that whole experience, it's very surreal at this moment. From building Room 9 now to just slowly starting to grow it and have it form and evolve into something that I never even could have imagined happening. It seems like it was just yesterday. And that's what I really want to touch base on today, is that for people who are struggling maybe in rehab when you're hearing this and watching this, or maybe debating about going or not going, or maybe you've gone and you're struggling again. All I have to say to this is I've learned two things immediately when I got into rehab. And one of them was I was curious as to why people could come in and out so many times. And what that came down to for me was I had to try and to apply everything I possibly could apply and learn why I was in there. No matter how cheesy, no matter how stupid, no matter what it was that we were doing, I had to try and get something out of it and apply it to myself. Another thing I had to tell myself over and over again was I've seen so many people who just wanted to get out. They were rushing it. I got to get out of here. I got to do this, this, and that. I got to do this, this, and that. And I heard so many people talking about that, saying, I got this to pay, I got bills to pay, I got this to do. And I understand that, and that's a legitimate feeling. But what I have to say to that is this. If you don't learn what you have to learn while you're in rehab, while you're doing what you're doing at that moment, if you don't learn it, you're going to be right back in there again. And you're going to be doing the process over again. And you're going to have even more bills and even more stuff that's accumulated that you have to get rid of, and less time to live. I mean, I remember being in the middle of it and it just seeming like it was going to take forever. That 3 months at a long-term facility seemed like forever when you'd hear about people on the outside doing fun things throughout the summer or whatever time of year you're in there for. It all seemed like this giant long process that was never going to end. But I'm here to tell you, it is going to end. It will end, and it'll seem like a blink of an eye. For some reason in the moment it doesn't, but even my time in jail when there was nothing to do flew by when I look back at it. We all feel like we've done things that nobody else can understand, that nobody else gets, and I'm not forgivable. We all feel this way. This is coming from somebody who broke into his parents' house, stole his dead brother and sister's jewelry, and pawned it for drugs. This is coming from somebody who has broken into his girlfriend's house and stolen from her children. At the time, they were 13 and 14. But I'm here to tell you, you are deserving of forgiveness. And if you take the time to learn what you need to, where you're at and when you're in it, no matter what the circumstance, no matter how it is, no matter how you got in it, whether it's your fault, whether it's somebody else's fault, if you take the time to pay attention and learn and open your eyes and apply that to your life, you will not be back in that spot ever again. So don't just stop using the drug. Stop using the drug and fix the things in yourself and apply the things in yourself that you need to do, that you need to fix, that you need to apply. Do those. In that way, you do not have to come back and do another round and another round and another round. And I'm not saying that it's bad and you're a failure of doing another round. It's always just you have to learn something else and apply something else. Each time you go through, you get back up, you find out what it is you didn't get, you get it, and you apply it the next time around. But it's this constant, the FOMO of I'm missing out on something outside of here that distracts you when you're in the place that you're in from learning the things you need to learn. And the greatest thing above all of this is the fact that if you do this right and you change and you can apply the things you need to apply, you will look back and you will never, ever want to take away all the things you have done that got you to become the person you are today. That has been my biggest, amazing, most crazy, mind-blowing thing that has happened to me. I wrote a blog called My Paradoxical Addiction because it talked about just that. It was crazy looking back on all the terrible things that I did in my addiction, but if it wasn't for those things, I wouldn't be becoming the incredible human being I am today.